Booyah! Hi, and welcome to Odyssey of Ascension. Welcome to today's channeling. Thanks again for tuning in. That was a little different. I was working on it. Greetings once again to the collective. This is Ocyphius. We shall have a guest speaker. The idea of trust, the idea of something new to trust, the idea of this conduit trusting an idea given synchronistically through that of another, to see, to experience a new now, through trusting, through allowing herself in this idea, truly androgynous, to allow herself to experience that of me. A vibration, that of Essassani, a vibration, that of Elan. Greetings. From this perspective, we shall give you furtherment from our civilization that idea of ascension. Your idea of ascension is a fractalized idea, always based from the human perspective of yourself. The ideas that you are allowing by you, and let's say your allowance of awareness, is the furtherment of what you understand ascension to be. Your understanding of yourself, allowable once again by you, by trusting that and to experience the next moment of now in, let's say, richness. That richness gives you the context of truth within you. That richness allows you to perceive higher ideas of richness. The stagnant ideas of repetition are, let's say, growing, let's say, more frequently obscure. The idea of obscurity within, let's say, a repetition idea. Let's focus upon this little tiny nugget. The vibration of what you call your human self in the human collective is all based on the total idea of yourself in the version that you're accepting of yourself. When you accept things in what you call a repetition manner, the idea of boredom, which we have discussed through this conduit and echoing the other channelers who have come through, that idea of boredom gives you a thirst for the next understanding of yourself in the now. So those ideas of repetition become more and more obscure. They, let's say, lessen in their frequency validation to allow you to see more ideas. These ideas, when, let's say, we'll use me in that fashion, to come forth and be in the channel of that of Roxanne, was an idea that was only offered when the awareness was present. Through the synchronistic moments of now, the obscurity of conditioning ideas not allowing herself to see more of herself, more possibilities in the idea of ascension. She could not see those until the ideas of validation of, let's say, boring items become less and less noticeable, therefore obscure. That obscurity only allows more frequencies of opportunity of expansion to, let's say, expose itself to the conduit. And of course, here comes the trust. Oh, the trust. The trust of the human collective. You were born with doubt. You were born in this idea. We're talking this space-time now of the human collective vibration, an acceptable idea of frequency. Framework, if you will, echoing that of Saturn. That trust is built in to be doubted all the time. You are born into a system of conflict, of trusting. And you look outside based on memory what trust is worth giving your trust to. What idea is trustworthy, if you will. So when you get an idea that bursts itself and is presented on a silver platter in that fashion, and you want to experience it, but what happens? You have to trust it. Where does trust lie? In you. It's always there. And as we say from the Essassani civilization, trust is always 100%. It cannot be anything less, because there is no degrees except in separation. Except in separation is where you degree things, because you have polarity. Up here, we're just constant. We're constant because we trust all the time, because it's our natural state of being. You condition your trust based off of outcome, based off of public scrutiny, based off of what might going to happen. Trust. We would have you understand. Watch your definitions. That trust is always in action. I know you understand this. I know you have felt this vibration of trust. Distorted. Distorted to the frequency of comfort of your own security. If the trust is too big, because there is no fathomable, secure place of action, in result, it thwarts your action in the now. Once again, conflict in time. You must look at trust as a constant, solid pinnacle, always present, always full. And to give you a number, because you work in that paradigm of degrees, it's always at 100%. It is only you, once again, who distort it. Look at trust as your creative idea of everything. Your catalyst idea. Your spark upon the flint of the idea to birth it into a beautiful fire. Yes. But you take your trust and you condition it, which keeps you paralyzed in the idea of your self-worth. Once again, we could speak on many things, but the idea of this conduit, the encompassing idea on probable realities, following this, which he did, there are many other Earths, no concern for those. Many other of herselves, no concern of those. Many of the other selves of you, playing out the other Earths with her. Forget that. Focus here. This conduit's idea is to show you how you behave. We can give you statistics. We can give you epic formulas of how things work, like code reality matrix, cause and effect of the matrix put into motion on its program that runs by itself. The clouds, the wind, the grass growing, all of that. Exciting! Now you know how things work, but you're still the same old song and dance when it comes to human behavior, which is only you. So we would like to offer the vibrations of, let's say, fathomable text, if you will, that gives you the idea of what makes you tick. That ticking is your reality. Exposure of the innards of your own clockwork gives you the idea of what, in your fashion, perfect, causes your reality shifts. When you know it's you who are shifting the reality, but it is the undertones of your vibration that do not, let's say, expose itself in natural ideas of day-to-day action with no observation from you. And with these ideas of the observer is the observed, with these ideas of trust is always perpetuating, with these ideas of trust is filtered through your belief system of your perceiving mind, your i.e. bought-in belief systems that affect what you call the outcome of your reality, when we all know it's you. So in that fashion, we will stay in this idea line while channeling through this conduit. For this is one aspect of the bubble of reality. Each and every one of you are within that bubble. Each and every one of you are, let's say, ascending the entire civilization with action, thought, deed, indeed, if you will. There is no not ascending anyone. Everyone is part of the one. And from this perspective, this is the offering. With your other added ideas of channels, your galactic federations, your Andromeda councils, the idea of your Daniel Scranton ideas, Rob got the air, that of Abraham, that of my, let's say, brethren, the idea of Bashar. All of these are different aspects of human capabilities, human ideas of behavior. Let me ask you this. How are you viewing them? It is simple as that. Experience your own viewship in every now. Judge not how you feel. Embrace how you feel. And ascension only occurs. Once again, we will echo this. The idea of ascension will never be that of logic. We are that of intelligence, society. We have many ideas that would, let's say, blow you away. However, it serves no idea of furtherment of your human behavior that gives you your reality in perpetuation, that causes a distortion in your own feelings, only exposing that of lack, that of love, of yourself, that of self-worth. So, in that idea, understand that it is you, once again, and through this perspective, we will offer these ideas. There's other channels, other ideas that we all have access to that give you the full bubble of ideas and reality. We will give you a limitation term However, it is plausible in this now, and that is that of balance. Everyone has a perspective which gives you balance, but we all know that balance is built in. Understand that. All right. So the idea is to always, that one is getting old. To do this, observe your actions. Judge not your actions. Love your feelings of your actions. Take those feelings and revel in them. Cover them. Wipe them all over you. Feel them. If there is rage, scream. If there is anger, throw things. If there is sorrow, suffer. If there is sadness, cry. Embellish deep within the idea of being human, and it'll show you the vibrational truth of each moment of you. That is you in the moment. That is truth. That one iota of a feeling is you, and now you know it. And there's no greater joy than discovering yourself. And now that vibration does not service you. Therefore, it is not perpetuating, because you are aware of it, and now it is wisdom, and you do not perpetuate illusion when it is wisdom. It cannot be undone, much like you cannot go back to sleep. Very good. Excellent transmission. This has been most exciting for us, that of the Essassani, to give you our perspective, through me, that of Elan, through that perspective of the conduit, that of Roxanne, as a guest speaker, to that of Ocyphius, which now I shall return you to. Once again, I bid you a good day. And our eternal thanks, that of Elan. Once again, this is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. It has been an honor to have co-created in a beautiful moment of now with that of humanity. I bid you a good day. Adore me. I like him. All right, guys. Thank you so much once again for tuning up, and we'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.
Hello, and welcome to the Ocyphius Channeling's ebook tutorial. This is a quick introduction on how to navigate my book using the Apple device such as an iPad, iPhone, MacBook, or iMac. This particular tutorial has been done on an iPad, but the navigation is the same for all Apple devices. As a side note, the book is also available for Android devices and Windows via Amazon.com. But the navigation is slightly different, as this will be viewable in the Kindle Reader, and we will cover that in another tutorial. Once you have downloaded the book onto your Apple device from iTunes, it will appear in your iBooks library like this. The text in this book is a word-for-word transcription from the series of channelings from Ocyphius. This book is actually the first in a series of volumes to be released this year. To get started, tap on the book cover and it will open the book. You can move from page to page by finger swiping right and left. At the start of each chapter is a play icon which will allow you to play the audio recordings of the channelings. So for example, if I tap the play icon, the audio for chapter 1 will start.
And greetings to that of humanity. This is Ocyphius from the Oversoul Collective Fire. This will be our idea.
Tap on the icon again and it will pause. Tap it again and it will continue from where it left off.
To give you a little bit of clarity.
If you swipe to the next page while the audio is playing, it will automatically pause. Swipe back and tap again and the audio will start from the last play position. So I will just tap the pause button again. This integrated audio feature will come in handy for times when reading isn't convenient. such as when you are driving or in public transportation, or maybe drifting off to sleep at night. Another way to quickly move between pages is by pinch gesturing. As I am pinching the page by moving my forefinger and thumb in and out, if I make the page smaller and release it, it drops into place, and now you can see all the pages from that chapter. If I tap on page 10, it will open page 10. I will pinch on that page and it minimizes. Each of the dots along the bottom represents a chapter. By tapping each one of them, I am taken to the next chapter, or I can simply slide my finger along the line of dots and the corresponding chapters appear. In addition to the 18 chapters, I have also included a special question and answer section where Ocyphius provides practical ideas and insights on some common and not so common questions. To close the book, tap on the top left corner of the screen, the menu will appear, and tap Library. So that's how to navigate and use the Ocyphius Channeling's book on an Apple device. This book is available for download right now from the iTunes Store and Amazon. I have provided the links to download the book on the video description below. Thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful now. Love you. Bye-bye.